Good evening to one and all. Um, Mayank, how are you? Are you able to hear me?
Hello,
Mayank?
yes, sir. Yes, I am fine, sir. Good evening, sir.
Okay. Good evening, good evening, good evening. So, first of all, let me thank Mayank for sparing his valuable time because I know how busy as a IPS officer. So, in spite of his busy schedule, I think that with the extreme regard for learning space, he in fact spared his valuable time, and I cherish the memories which we had when he was with us for around 1.5 year. For around 1.5 year, he sat with us, and almost we had discussion about several things, and ultimately, learning space enriched a lot because of the engagement with our think tank. And please, I think most all of you can keep the microphones off, and only Mayank and myself, because once this session is over, then most welcome to ask questions, right? So it enriched the learning space a lot.
Sir,
And
voice is very low.
my voice is low.
Yeah, very low.
Are you able to hear me now properly,
Yes, sir.
Vikram? Verma,
Yes,
are
sir.
you?
Voice is good. No issue.
No issue.
Voice is good.
Right. Fine. So he was with us for around 1.5 year. And if you ask me the brief history of Mr. Mayank, he was ranked probationary officer. He worked for around 3 years or so, and subsequently he left the job and started preparing for civil services. And after some time, maybe after one or two attempts, he came to learning space, and with just one phone call, he just arrived in Vijayawada with the confidence on learning space. And subsequent to that, we have had very good discussion, and in fact he produced some modules also, and finally he got selected for IPS. And I think he left learning space in August 2019, if I am not wrong, after
Yes, sir.
selecting for IPS. Yes, Mayank, is it
Yes,
August, somewhere around
Ye-
11, 13, or something like that?
yes, sir. With the starting of foundation course in Labasna, sir. That time.
Yes. So he will give his valuable advice, and it will act as moral booster at this point of time. And okay, Mr. Mayank, you can take over. And what is in your mind with regard to your career, your service, and your experience? All those things you can share with the students, because exam is just 45 days away as far as
Yes,
prelims is concerned. So it will act as moral booster also. And please carry on, Mayank.
yes. Sir. Thank you, sir. Hello, guys. How are you?
Fine, sir.
Okay, so come to the point directly. If you have any doubt regarding prelims or UPSC preparation, then you can ask me directly, so that I can, in a question answer format, then I can clear your doubt clearly. I think so.
Anyone can come forward asking questions.
Okay,
Hello, ma'am.
let me break the ice. Sir has introduced me. So in 2016 and 17, I gave my attempt, the two attempt. I was not able to get through it. So I got the information about learning space that they are hiring the aspirants so that they can teach and they can learn also. So I'm from North actually. So long back, I was in Delhi. I came to Vijayawada. Then I met sir, and I don't know. It was my inner voice that I have some confidence on sir that something I will get here. I don't know how it came to me, but it was my intuition that something I will get here. And sir has not mentioned one thing, that when I came here, that time I was having my UPSC CAPF interview, this assistant commandant. So that time my assistant commander interview was also there. So I just came and I asked sir that I want some interview session from you. So sir provided me some interview mock interview session, and I got selected into assistant commandant also that year only. And the next year I got into IPS. So I don't know whether it was my luck that I came in contact with the sir. So this was the brief introduction about me. I'm 2019 batch IPS officer. So now I think you can ask your question directly to me, so that if there's any doubt, then I can clear it.
Hi, Mayank. This is Pradeep.
Yeah,
First of all, congratulations, Mayank.
thank you.
Yeah. So, Mayank, so the main component of civils preparation right now at this moment is prelims because it is very near to the date is very near. So
Yes.
I'm also giving this year attempt, and I was preparing for all the major subjects at the same time, current affairs, all those things. So one problem I usually face is when revising the things. So we have a huge volume of syllabus, and we need to revise for the prelims, factual and reasoning, all these things. So can you just suggest how to revise for the end of the examinations, which is coming near
So
to the.
in the revision, I would like to ask whether there is an issue with the static subject or with the current subject.
No, there is no problem. See, generally we used to tend to forget the statics part, no? So like modern history or something ancient, medieval,
Mhm.
and some factual current affairs also, like schemes, government schemes. There are many schemes which we need to remember a lot because the very similar to every names are similar almost, and
Yes.
the schemes are similar, not names. Schemes are similar, but we need to remember those things. So
Okay.
those type of things, how to revise and how to revise the subjects by daily or by weekly, or reading the new subject parallelly, or so can you just throw some light on it?
See, I think this is the question which most of you want to know how to revise at the last moment. So, as sir mentioned, now 45 days has been left. So, I will start with the static subject. See, in the static portion, everybody knows that the most in the history portion, the more important weightage is given to the modern history, ancient history, and art and culture. So right now, what you can do, you can just fix your timetable. Like for example, start with the modern history. You can right now you might have read also modern history, so there is not need to know or learn the new things. Revise the things which you have read till now. So the better option is that you can do fix your 3 days. That's all. 3 days, just divide the modern history, and also in the left 3 days you can revise the ancient history, art and culture, and one more subject. And meanwhile, what you can do, you can pick up any test series. Like if there's any test series which is on the static subject, like modern history, you just take out the 100 MCQs of modern history just, and you can do the practice of it. So what will happen to you? For example, if you are doing the MCQs of Surat split, and you come across a question, if your question is right and if you are solving the right answer, then you must be confident that the Surat split, that concept is, you are aware about it. So don't make unnecessary, like for example, don't go multiple MCQs also, because that time what will happen, see, I'll tell my what my strategy was. When I was solving the MCQs, then I was also not getting the good marks, and I talked to sir regarding this also, sir, that I am not scoring good marks in MCQs when I'm attempting, so what should I do? So sir always said that those questions you don't know, just only learn from the knowledge point of view. Don't think that you get the wrong answer and you should get demoralized about it, because that new knowledge will always add to the fundamentals what you have read already. So for example, if you have read a spectrum and you come across any new question in the MCQs, just take it as a knowledge. Don't take it as that my question is wrong and I attempted it wrong, because every time knowledge is so vast, modern history, ancient history are so wide, that you can't be very much confident 100% that you will go in the MCQs on the prelims and you will attempt it. So the best approach is fix your days, like 3 days for the modern history, and take only 100 MCQs of the modern history only. Then take 50 or 50 question of the ancient history and the art and culture. Just, and there are so many MCQs. When I was preparing the learning space, I remember there were so many MCQs basically on the subject point of view, like a static subject. So the better option is that do the MCQs and revise it. That's all.
Yeah.
Don't
Okay.
think and don't go with the like in the market what I have seen, there are many materials come at the last moment, crash course 15 days, this and it. Don't go with this, because the fundamentals what you have read, that is sufficient for you to clear the prelims, and use the common sense. That is the most important thing.
Yeah, thank you. And Mayank, so we have 45 plus days, and so how many every day we need to write a test series, or what you suggest
No,
every
no, no, no.
alternative day?
There's no need to write the test series as such. See, what my strategy was, I used to pick a 50 question daily. That's all, and not in like a time manner. Like I have to fix myself for 1 hour, 2 hour. I used to do the 50 question whole day. For example, slowly, slowly. And in these 50 questions, what I used to do, for example, I'll tell my strategy. What I used to do, I take the 50 question, and irrespective of any topic, it may be polity, it may be geography, it may be history, anything. And for example, I came across question of climatology. Then what I used to do, I just immediately I go to my notes and revise the climatology, solve the question, and then move on. So in what happened in 45 days, I covered multiple topics, and I was very much confident that, for example, let's suppose 50 question you solve. 50 question means 50 topics, and 50 topics of various subjects. So what happened in the prelims also, when you solve the questions, because you will not get the question like 5 question from history, then 5 question from geography. This is not series based test MCQs which you will get in UPSC. So your mind is going to prepare in that mode that if any question come in any random manner, then your mind will also work in that fashion. In psychology, it is also my optional psychologist. I'll tell you one concept: the simulation practice is very much important before the real exam. So I guess you got my point. Do the 50
Yes.
question daily, whole day. Take the whole day. Do the 50 question, and for example, one question is from polity. For example, President of India. So go to the Lakshmikant, revise the topic, then attempt the question. Then again, you come across the art and culture, for example, literature portion. Then go for the literature, revise your notes, then solve the MCQs. So what will happen now in 45 days? You will cover multiple topics, and you will not believe also, and you will get more confidence, and also you will not get bored also. Because for example, when I was reading, just taking the books and revising the topic, sometimes you get bored, and with this, what happened? You lose the concentration also. So if you do the 50 different topics daily, then your confidence level will be high, and you will be more concentrated while you are reading.
Yeah.
So you can go through with this strategy. I found this
Hi,
strategy
sir.
very much helpful. Yeah.
Thank you. And one last question, Mayank.
Yeah.
So what are the last minute tips for the prelims to improve, maximize the marks, like negative marking, tackling, and risk taking abilities of 50-50 chances of questions, and how to deal with the unknown questions? Not completely, but we know some 50 to 60% of the questions. So because of
Yeah.
this huge competition, we need to attempt, or we need to go with this, because the output of these risk taking abilities generally should be plus or minus 5 to 10 marks, right? So how to
Yeah.
improve this type of marks at the end of the examinations?
Yeah. Before giving the answer of this question, I would like to add one more thing regarding the current affairs. See, learning space. Why I'm saying learning space? Because if you have gone through the editorial section of Sir, I'm damn sure that there will be no any new concept will be in the MCQs which you will not able to solve, because Sir's editorial sections are more wide and more what you can say, they cover the 360-degree perspective. So if you are going through the editorial section for the last 1 year, or like item wise, there's a, in the, if you open the learning space app, then there's an item wise also. If you go through the current affair from the learning space, then at the last moment, what you can do, what I did also, bring the PT 365 of Vision IAS and also PT 365 of Insight. Okay, and just only go through the preface, not the whole entire magazine. Just only go through the preface and see what are the topics which you are not aware of. For example, if you have gone through the learning space, then maximum topic you have 100% might have covered. But current affair is a very wide topic, so you can't say that I have covered the whole current affairs. At the last moment, what you can do, just before this 1 month, just bring the PT 365 of Vision and Insight and go to the index only, just index, and see what are the topics which you don't know. Just only read those topics from those magazines, and rest just focus on the learning space what sir have taught you and revise the topics. And now coming to your prelims question, how the strategy was. See, I have given CAPF once and I cleared. I have given 3 times UPSC, and every time I cleared the prelims. Prelims was not a big issue for me. Why it was so? Because in prelims, what I did, see, in 100 question, there will be 15 to 20 questions. These will be the bouncer. Nobody knows all these questions. Means even the topper of the prelims also will not be aware about these 15-20 questions. So now let's suppose 20 question you don't know. Come with the 80 question. Now 80 questions, 35 to 40 questions are those questions which, if you are a serious aspirant, 101% these 35-40 questions you will be attempting right. Means if you are solving 40 question right out of 80 question, means you have secured 80 marks. You got my point? Out of 80 questions, you solve 40 questions right, which everybody will go in, they will be right. So 80 marks you are securing now. If you see the UPSC prelims cutoff, every time it is around 100, 105, 110. So let's suppose the cutoff will be 110, not more than this. So now you have to fight for 30 marks. That's all. Means still you have 40 questions left, and in 40 questions you have to solve only 15 questions right. That's all. Means in 40 question, 15 question you have to mark right. That's all, and you are going to the prelims. Because prelims score is not going to add in your mains or any interview. You have to just cut off the prelims. That's all. And I have seen so many knowledgeable aspirants, they are not able to clear the prelims, and that's why they are not sitting in the mains and not getting into the UPSC also. So prelims is just a cutoff. You have to just clear the cutoff. That's all. Don't think that you have to, and out of 100 you have to secure 130, 140 marks. Don't go with this connotation. So now we came to this point that out of 100 questions, 20 questions you don't know. Let's suppose 80 questions we have. Out of 80 questions, 40 questions everybody knows. So you might be also knowing all those 40 questions. So 80 questions means 80 marks you have got. Now you have to secure only 30 marks. So 40 out of 40 questions, you have to just only correct 15 questions. Let's suppose in these 40 questions, there will be around 10 to 15 questions in which you will be facing doubt whether A option is right or option 1 is right, option 2, 3, option 2, 3, 4. In these questions, what you have to do, just go with the common sense. And in the common sense, what I mean to say that when I used to solve the prelims, what I used to do, first I go through the papers, and I was going through all the questions, and I marked all those 35 to 40 questions which I was very much confident that they are 100% right. So in the back of my mind, I was very much sure that I'm going to get 80 marks. And I also marked those 15 to 20 questions which I don't know. So I never attempt all these questions, because until unless, why are you going for the negative marks? Even you are going to get the prelims very easily. So now in these 40 questions, these are the dicey questions. In these questions, what happened? People in the overconfidence, they go for the negative marks, and some people play very cautiously, and they get into the prelims. So these 40 questions are the very dicey question. You have to go with the common sense, with your experience, knowledge, or with the elimination tactics. You have to just only focus on these 40 questions, because out of these 40 questions, you have to only correct 15 to 16 questions. That's all. If you are correcting all these 15, 16 questions, 101% you are going to the prelims. That was my always strategy to clear the prelims. I think you got my point, Pradeep.
Yes, thank you, Mayank. Thanks for the suggestions.
Yeah. And also one more thing, like for example, before the center, when we go, so many aspirant, when I was also an aspirant, so we used to say like this: today I'll attempt more than 90 question, and I'll go with the BBB option, like CCC option. There's so many, means what you call, they are superstitious techniques the people used to follow. So don't go with this. Just have concentration. Just have your focus on the question, and in the question also, don't lose the questions which are very, very dicey. For example, if you see the learning space MCQs, this was the very good thing which I learned from the MCQs. For example, question will be like this: choose the among the incorrect. So now don't focus on the incorrect or the correct. There are some adjectives like all or any, none of them. So these are some dicey adjectives which you have to focus on while solving the MCQs. So if the question is asking incorrect, focus on each and every word. Because sometimes overconfidence, and with the question is very easy, but we think that they might be asking the correct answer, and we opt for the correct answer, but the question is asking the incorrect. So when we came out of the center, then we realized, oh, blunder we have did. We make the wrong question. If the right, I can make the right answers, but I opted for the wrong question. So these are the what you can say, nervousness or the carelessness which prevent us in getting into the prelims.
Yeah.
Okay, Pradeep.
Thank you, Mayank.
Okay.
Hello, Mayank.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, now you have cleared few doubts regarding the number of questions one can generally attend in prelims, correct? And
Yeah.
very thank you for that. And similarly, in mains, is one aspirant supposed to know all the questions in mains? Okay. One more thing is, I am not asking this question only specific to the prelims of this 2021. As a general question with respect to UPSC preparation as a whole. Okay, in mains, is one supposed to know all the questions? Because I don't think everyone knows all the questions in mains.
True.
Am I right? Okay.
Yeah,
In
very true.
that case, how do you think like we can answer such type of questions, and how to handle the questions that we don't know, like on what basis we can create the content for that.
See, Omkar, I think sir Nitya.
Please keep your microphone off, Nitya. Please keep your microphone off. There is some disturbance because of your microphone. I think there is.
Okay, sir. Shall I continue? Yes?
Please continue.
Regarding mains, Omkar, see, with my experience, all 3 mains I have written, I can make you one thing very much sure, that in all the GS paper, either GS 1, 2, 3, 4, and even your option also, there will be 2, 3 bouncer questions, which you will be not aware of. So in those questions, what you have to do, just only see any.
Sir, there is no.
Sir, there is no, I'm sorry, in the mic, I'm not able to hear your voice. Probably.
Now
Now it is
it
okay.
is clear.
Yeah, now it's fine.
Okay, so I was telling you, Omkar, that in the mains, I have given 3 mains. So in the GS 1, 2, 3, 4, and even the optional also, there 100% there will be 2, 3 questions which you will not be aware of. I'm damn sure. And there will be bouncer question. So be ready and be prepared for it. But what you have to do in those questions, you have to just find out any one single word, any key phrase, any key word in that question, and based on that keyword, just frame your answer. For example, I'll tell you my experience. In 2018, when I was writing mains, in GS1 there was question on Bose condensate particles. Something was there, Albert Einstein and Satish Chandra Bose condensate particle. There was some question regarding this, and I was not aware. There was no clue about it. But what I did, I just only focus on one thing, that there was SN Bose condensate particle, which I have read in NCERT. And in the NCERT, there was very small paragraph, did you know? You might have seen the NCERT, there are so many did you know type of paragraphs. So in that paragraph, I have read only 1 or 2 paragraphs regarding the condensate particle and how the Albert Einstein and Satish Chandra Bose, Satyanarayan Bose something, say they did some experiment on the condensate particle. So I was not aware what is the context in which this question has been asked. But I was aware of the NCERT information. So what I did, I just wrote what I knew. Anything which I read in the NCERT, I wrote everything. And since I was from the science background, I made some molecular formulas there, and I just framed the answer. That's all. I don't know whether how much marks I get, but 100% I'm sure that I have not given, the examiner might not have given me the 0 marks. At least he might have given him 1 marks. And 1 marks is a very big thing in the UPSC, you know this thing. So what I mean to say that, just only catch any keyword. For example, if there's any question you are not getting the answer, also not getting the meaning of the question, just only pick any single word and just frame the answer in those ground. That's all. For example, there is a question on this, for example, if you find any question in the current, like Taliban issues going on. For example, you are not getting the question, you are not getting the meaning of the question, but you know there's a word of terrorism or Taliban or Afghan or something like this. Just only write the IR answer, international relation, what you have read. At least you will get 1.5 marks instead of getting 0 marks, or instead of leaving the question. And one more thing, don't leave any question, not at all. Even if you don't know anything, write something.
Okay. Thank you very much. And one more thing is see, on what basis one should choose an optional? I don't know whether this question is right to ask, but on what basis one should choose an optional paper? I'm not giving 21 paper, but still.
Have you decided any optional yet, Omkar?
Yeah, but it was psychology.
Oh my God, mine optional. See,
okay.
So how I chosen my optional, what I did when I started my preparation, my friends were there, they suggested me that you should opt for geography, PubAd or PSI or something like this. So what I did, I will not say wasted, I just researched for 3 months. I took some books from my friend like PubAd. I took one book of sociology from one of my friend. I just only go through for 1 week or 10 days, that's all. And I was finding whether I'm getting interest or not. But I was not getting interest in all those subjects. Means like geography, when I was reading, I was thinking, oh, I can't take it for more. In the same way, the PubAd, sociology, I tried 2, 3 optional, 4, 5 optional I tried, but I was not getting the interest. So what I did, in the ethics paper, we have to read the psychology class 11 or class 12 NCERT. So I thought, that I have to read ethics, these class 11 NCRT and 12th psychology. So I thought that I should read. If then I'll find whether I'm getting the interest in psychology or not. So when I was reading the class 11 NCRT, but that was for ethics. But fortunately, you can say I got interest in the field of psychology. Then I found some good sources from these Google. What are the books can I refer? Then I bought one book and I started reading. And fortunately, I got interest and I started reading. And I am very much happy with that. I chosen the right optional that time, because optional should that thing that when you read that, like for example, the hobby is like in the hobby we do for our interest. So optional should be in that way only. Means when you read, you should get interest. It is not that like the people have suggested. For example, the people why some aspirants change the optional. There's a reason behind it. Maybe like some optional, like geography optional, like right now. Now the geography optional, the people not getting the score for the last 2, 3, 4 years. So this is the trend that most of the people are opting the geography optional. That's why they are not getting the good score. And this is trend also. That is luck also, or what you can say. For example, psychology. If you have taken the psychology in 2009 or 10 or 11, 100% you have not scored good marks. But right now, again, the market for psychology is getting boom. So you can opt the psychology right now. But I'll suggest don't go for the geography option right now, because geography, the most of my friends who are in all services like IAS, IRS, any services, they have not scored good marks in geography, not at all. So I'll say that psychology is good option. You can go for it, and you can try other option also, but you should have interest in it. Interest in the sense, when you read, you should be very curious. You should show curiosity in learning those new concepts, new things. That means you have the interest in the subject.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you very much for this. Lastly, like I have cleared my doubts on mains, optional, and essay. I mean, answer writing. One more thing is the next last final question would be with respect to the personal interview.
Okay.
In personal interview, of course, here also we will be coming across questions where we don't know the answers for that.
Yeah.
There, whether they are going to analyze how we answer or what we answer. That is my question.
See, what we are answering doesn't matter. How we are answering matters a lot, I'll say. For example, my interview was on 22nd February, and on 18th Feb, the Pulwama incident took place. And since I told you that I was an assistant commander in CRPF, so I was expecting the question from them. So they were asking me the question why this incident took place and why there were so many casualties to soldiers. So in the Hindu, in the Indian Express, and even when I discussed this topic with sir also, we have the common answer that I'll say like this: intelligence failure, and it was not the failure of a soldier. It was just intelligence failure that we are not aware of this thing. When I was giving this answer to them, they were just trying to bug me. Like for example, they say that you are saying that our soldiers are not competent enough to gather the intelligence. Even we have the intelligence bureau, we have the state CID, we have the vigilance bureau. What they were doing? You mean to say that our soldiers, our CRPF, their forces are not competent enough to guard our country or protect our country against the terrorism? They are fighting the question on me. But I was sticking to on one point, that ma'am, it is like my board was some Sujata ma'am or some was there. So I said that ma'am, it is only just because of the intelligence failure that our army was not able to, the CRPF Jawan was not able to perform. Otherwise, there's no doubt, no iota of doubt on in the competency of Jawans and soldiers. Then I gave some example of operations, so many operations, like I have read the Naxal operation, which CRPF have done commendable job. So I was just mentioning, but you should stick. For example, I stick to the one sentence that it was just only intelligence failure. Don't sweat by your answer. Means, for example, they're influencing also what you have said earlier. Stick to it. Stick to it. Don't, because when you are sticking to your own point, it means that you have grit or determination to stand on a point. It is not like you are influencing by the other thoughts. You are getting my point. So what you have said, stick to it. If you feel in between that you are wrong, then you can amend your answer. But that time I was sure that I am telling the right thing. So there was no point that I should just get influenced by their thoughts. So how you are answering matters a lot.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
And I can quote one example. One of my friend, he is also my batchmate. He's an MP cadre. I just want to give an example of him. he was I think his option was sociology, and some question was asked about this politics of India, like what the socio-economic dynamics of a country and how this has changed the politics. Something question was there. He said something with the political point of view, but the examiner took in a other way. So they were just only bombarding the question against him. So what he did, he just came into the defensive mode. He said, I don't know, ma'am, I'm sorry. I don't know, ma'am, I'm sorry. He said 4 times this thing. And he got around 192 marks in interview. So it is not that if you are not answering also that is going to not helping you in the interview. Show confidence, how you are reacting to the question. You are not getting the nervous when they are asking any out of the blue question. Show your confidence. This is the major thing which I think they check in the interview.
Thank you, Mayank. Thank you very much.
Okay. All the best.
Next, Manisha, would you like to ask something?
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Please
Hello.
carry on.
Sir, you have been part of Learning Space Digital for a long time. So, your suggestions I want for mains preparation, how I can utilize the best of Learning Space Digital platform.
See, this question is very good. I was expecting that somebody should ask me this question. See, what I did. See, I'll tell you, Frank. When I started my preparation, then I was finding difficulty in reading the newspaper. I'm very frank because I have been in your position two years back. So I was having this difficulty in reading the newspaper. So when I joined this Learning Space Digital, the best thing what I can say that sir used to cover the topic from multiple newspaper. Like for example, this Taliban I mentioned right now. So I am 100% sure when sir was going to deliver this lecture, he might have covered several newspapers like Hindu, Indian Express, Live Mint, many more. So what happened when you go through the search lecture? If you listen only, I am not saying that you should make the notes because sir is sharing the PPT and everything. Don't make the notes of it, but just listen the editorial sections. Listen what are the topics sir is going to mention. So how you can use.
But after listening to all the topics, like what should be the approach to retain all the concepts, whatever sir teachers? Like, I'm not able to retain the topics or content even after studying after 1 month and like that.
Yes, Meenakshi, I want to tell you regarding this. So what you do, for example, this is August month. What I did, I can tell my strategy. This is August month. So sir is going to cover all the articles which are covering in the newspaper, coming the newspaper. So for example, sir is covering the week wise. So week 1, 2, 3, 4, there are 4 weeks, and sir has covered all the important topics of this month. So if you are going through the lecture, just only listen the lecture. I'm not saying to make the notes. What you can do, I can tell you.
Should we make notes after the lecture?
Let me complete, Meenakshi. Then you will get. I think you will be.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. So just only listen the lectures, and you will get the soft copy, PDF, and Word file. Everything you will get. Next month, for example, now September will come. Take one more magazine. Why I am suggesting one more magazine? Because see, what I said, current affairs is very vast. So for getting into the UPSC, at least you should have 2-3 magazines with you. I was following the search. I'm very true. I was following the search lecture as my foundation. Then I was going to the Vision IAS and also sometime IAS Baba. So what I used to do.
I was also doing last year, but due to some issues, I had to join a job, and then I'm not able to focus on my preparation from last 8 months. Like any suggestion from your side?
Yes, I can tell you. See, so what I was saying that for the this August month, just only go through the lectures and download the this PDF. Now next month when the Vision magazine will come, this Vision magazine will cover the issues of August only. That is true. So what you can do, just only for already you have gone through the search lecture, so you know what has happened in the August month. So revising the Vision IAS magazine will not take much time. In 10 days you can revise the Vision IAS. So now what you do after revising the Vision IAS for the 10 days, then go through the search PDF which you have downloaded in the August month week wise. Now see the topic which sir has covered and see the topic which Vision IAS has covered. There will be many similar topics, but what I mean to say that there might be some good lines, some good words, or something good special in the search lecture which Vision IAS might not have covered. But the topic is same. For example, Taliban. Let take the Taliban issue. For example, sir has covered Taliban issue with many topics, with many newspaper, and Vision IAS also has covered Taliban issue. Now, when you revise the Vision IAS Taliban, just only open the PDF where the sir has mentioned about the Taliban. So now you keep the PDF and Vision IS side by side and see what else such lecture might have covered, some good lines, some good narration, or something which Vision IS not have covered. So just note down those good points and stick to the Vision IS magazine. It will save your time in note making also, and when you will revise, then you will cover many things. Are you getting my point? For example, this any economic issues, for example, this Nirmala Sitharaman has commented that we can't pay the oil prices because of oil bond. So now what is oil bond? See, this topic might have covered in the Vision IS, I'm sure, and sir 100% might have covered in their lectures. So what you do, just only listen the lecture, learn the concept, what is oil bond, what was the issue, and why the oil prices are getting so much escalated prices. So you will know the knowledge, you will know the fundamental everything. Just revise the Vision IS, and now after revising the Vision IS, open the search PDF and the Vision IS side by side and see what else which you can find in search lecture which is not in the Vision IS. Just note it down in the Vision IS, or in the same way what will happen over a period of time in these by doing once practice. For example, this will take at least 1 week, but after 15 days or 20 days, when your magazine will be covered for the entire month, then this magazine is not only of the Vision IS, this magazine is of Vision IS, Learning Space, and so many newspapers. So when you will be revising for your prelims and mains, you will get the most of the coverage. And I am sure that, like Omkar was asking, that when you get the bouncer question, how you have to deal with it. So when you are getting the bouncer question, this what I can say, this knowledge which are covering from the multiple newspaper, this is going to help you writing those answers. So I think, Meenakshi, you got your point, what I mean to say.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Sir,
Nandisha.
Yeah, Manisha.
so sir, your focus is on editorials, right?
Because sir,
And anything else from mains point of view?
see, if you're covering the editorial sections, and also when the sir is launching some this Q&A series, like when I was in the Learning Space, sir has started some Q&A series. The question answer series was
Connect the
also,
dots.
Connect the dot also, yes. So what I mean to say that any series which is being initiated by the Learning Space, just listen to it. I'm not saying that you just only listen and make the notes of it, because that time so many things we have to do. We have to read the optional also, we have to do the static portion also, but listen the lecture very in the concentrated mode. Why I mean to say that, after listening the lecture, you should be confident what sir have taught you can teach to anybody else. In such type of confidence you should have, and if you have such type of confidence, then 100% in the interview you are not going to fail anyone. Means you will be so much of confident that you can give the answer very like to the point answer. And while reading the Vision IS, why I'm saying the Vision IS, I'm not saying that Vision IS you should do. You can pick any magazine, but I want to suggest that at least take 2 magazines, because current affair is very vast. For example, there might be any issue in the environment, in the science and technology, anything which one magazine might have covered, one magazine might not have covered, but your focus is to clear the UPSC, so you should go with the full preparation. And
Yes,
no,
sir.
don't
Actually,
make them
yes, sir. That is on, because sir covers everything very, very nicely, but unfortunately I'm not able to comprehend. Like now you told na vision ka
Yes.
thing, so that is actually correct.
See, one more thing what you can do is this, Meenakshi, also listen. For example, now in the search app, you find the topic item wise. Sir has when I was doing, sir, it might right now also, no, sir, there will be environment.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Lectures
Yes,
are
sir. Yes,
different,
sir.
sociology.
They are segregated. They are segregated.
Segregated.
Bifurcation.
That's very good thing. So what you can do, for example, in the September month, when the magazine of Vision IS will come, open the social this environment section of the Vision IS, read the environment section of Vision IS, and again go through the PDF of the environment section of Learning Space. Again, because see, why I'm suggesting the Learning Space, why I followed, because Learning Space, everything is very much beautified, like pictures are there and so many things, like map. If you see the
So
map,
many facts are also there.
yeah. My geography was very weak. I confess my geography is not so strong, and the environment also. But my geography was little bit strong because of Learning Space. Because in the map also, sir highlighted so much of Gaza Strip and this and Strait of Hormuz. It was highlighted so much, sir. I can't say. In 2018, when I was solving the MCQs, I just only remember the map which I have seen in the Learning Space. So that's why I'm saying the Learning Space will give you like the mental image will be created by the Learning Space, and you can get the doing this exercise like Learning Space as well as Vision IS or any other magazine. This will make you much more confident in going through the prelims or mains or an interview. So reading the environment from the Vision IS, then read the environment from the learning space and see what there might be some similar topics, there might be some topics which might be covered in different magazines. So just combine them, collate them, and write somewhere else, so that your magazine should be one. Because at the time of revision, I think somebody have asked me about the revision also. So at the time of revision, you can't open multiple books. You have to open the single book at a time. So if you have the single magazine for a single month, then what will happen? The revision will be also very much easy for you. So at the time of like 45 days, if you pick up one monthly magazine for the one day, for example, 12 months, in 12 days you can revise your whole current affairs for the entire year.
Rahul?
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good
evening,
evening,
sir.
Rahul.
Sir, you said about this exercise that we should do, but now we have only 1 month. So should we do this right now, or we should do this exercise for means?
See, right now what you can do, just go with the PT 365 of Vision and PT 365 Insight. And they might have also been the segregated topic. For example, art and culture. Open the art and culture topic of PT 365 Vision and PT 365 of Insight, and also search lecture side by side. Open 3. Okay. And if you have gone to the search lecture, so I am sure that you have the good knowledge of art and culture for the last 1 month in the current affair portion and all. So there will be not very big topics. Means there will be not many wide topics which you can't cover. So what you can do, just only see the index of Vision, index of PT, and search topic, and see what are the topics which you don't know. Just only revise those topics and just go through it. Now don't bring the magazine, the big all the monthly magazine. Just only bring the PT 365 of Vision, Insight, and search lecture, and just only do the side by. And now who are preparing for the next year, like 2022, they can start this process right now. Because why I'm saying so, if you do this exercise, no, 100% I'm saying, when you will be writing your GS answer, you will be having so much of clarity in your answer that you are going to write the good answer. For example, I can tell you my experience. If you see my mains marks in 16 and 17, I have not good marks in like GS and essay also. But in 2018, in the essay, I got the 8th All India highest marks. I got 142 or 141, I think, and it was the All India 8th highest marks. In the GS, my score was around 430 or something like this. And this was the marks which I got more than the, I can say, rank 2, Akshat. We were in the Lavasna, we were comparing the GS marks. The rank 2 holder, he was getting the, in the GS only, he was having these 6 marks less than me. So why I got the GS marks? I think because of this exercise, my knowledge was good. And in writing the answer, I was having much more knowledge, much more. And like, for example, why I'm mentioning the learning space, the beauty of this is that not only the pictures, the flow chart which sir used to do. With the flow chart, what happened when you write your mains answer, you do not have to think, or you do not have to build the diagram into your mind. It is already what I said, mental image. So mental image already created in your mind. So directly you can go into the exam center, you can draw the flow chart and you can do it. So it will give you the clarity to your thoughts also, and also it will beautify your answer. So because flow chart, some structure diagrams, some maps are very much important. So Rahul, I think you got my point.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And so one more question. Now
Yeah.
we have only 1 month, and I guess everybody is giving test series, but I'm not able to get good score. Like I'm scoring like around 75, 80 in Vision test series. So how to check my where I'm standing right now? Are these scores are like good enough to get through the prelims, or I need to work on something?
See, Rahul, what I want to say that don't think what you are scoring in the test series, because these are not going to check your competency when you are appearing for the UPSC prelims. Okay, both are very different environment, both are very different situation. Because sometime in the UPSC prelims, your mind will be at the like alert mode. So you might get the good answer, or you might get the correct answer most of the time. So don't judge from these marks. What I will suggest you, for example, mine, I told you, my geography and environment is not so good. So at the last moment, what I used to do, my history, economics, polity, and current affairs, these 4 portions were very strong. So I always try that if any question come from all these 4 domains, I'll try to get into it. For example, if 70 questions are coming from these 4 topics, 4 subjects, then I try that at least 55 or 56 I used to get correct answers. So 100%, everyone might have some good strong questions and some weak questions. So what you can do, those of your strong portion like polity, I think most of them have this strong portion. So polity, history, just revise more. And to the weak portion, what you can do, just only what you have read till now, just revise at once, that's all. And don't go with the connotation that I'm not getting the good marks in the prelims test series right now, I'll not get score in the UPSC. This is not there's no correlation in this thing. And what I said, and what you can do right now, if you can get the static MCQs, like for example 100 MCQs of history, 100 MCQs of geography, 100 MCQs of polity. So what I told you, take the 50-50 questions daily and revise a topic and simultaneously solve the MCQs. In this way also you can enhance your preparation.
So those 50 questions can be from test series or from some specific like polity. I should take 50 questions and history.
I will suggest right now, because 1 month is left, so go with the dynamic test series in which you can get one question from polity, another question from history, another question from geography, so that your
like
mind
full,
should get
full test, sir.
Full test series. Yeah, full.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Hi, sir.
Karthik,
Hi. Hi,
Sir,
Karthik.
sir, I have a doubt regarding, sir, that with respect to prelims, sir, I have marked the book, that standard books, sir. Do I need to make notes, or just how to revise in a better way, sir? I need to ask that question, sir.
Yeah, Karthik, see, this was also, I was struggling a lot because everyone say that we should make the notes.
Yes, sir. Yes,
But-
sir.
Exactly. So, but at what time we should make the note? This is the biggest question. So what I will suggest right now, see, now 1 month is left. If you are serious for this 21 or 22?
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm in a dilemma because I have read all the books, but in revision, I'm taking time, sir. This is the problem, sir. So then my dilemma is that whether I should make short notes at this moment of time, or how to revise in alternative way, that I want to ask, sir.
See, if you talk about the standard books, like for example Lakshmikant, okay,
Yes, sir.
there's no need of making notes of it, because this, if you are making the notes of it, then you are wasting your time.
Yes,
So
sir.
better thing is that one more thing I would like to suggest. What I did actually, see, now for example this Lakshmikant you take, you highlight once, twice. You will not believe, I purchased Lakshmikant thrice, because every time I used to highlight, I used to do something, so my book get dirty, and every time I used to buy the new book. So in all my 3 attempts, I used to buy the one special book for Lakshmikant.
Yes, sir.
So the more you will highlight, the more you will use the pen, the more it will be. Like for example, if you have you, sir, I would like to mention one of your quality here. I learned from the GBR sir. When sir used to read the newspaper also, he used to underline it. So in the newspaper also he used to underline. So when we are reading, actually, when we should underline, we should do the highlighting, we should write something there, because when you write or when you use a pencil, no, then 100% you will get the mental, means your alertness is more. That I want to say that. So
means,
highlight the books.
I should keep like the same highlighted ones. I should revise.
Highlight, and if you get the book dirty, then go and purchase the new book. How it will be around 300-400. That's all. So you can
Okay.
purchase the book also, na.
So no need to make specific notes, because sir, 1 month is left and I am in a dilemma. So that's why, sir.
Now don't make the notes. But what you can do, for example, those who are serious for 22, for them what I can suggest, when there will be 3 months left for the prelims, then what you do, then just pick the book and don't make the notes of every topic. For example, in polity, I revised polity around 25 or 30 times. So I still remember that so many pages I learned. For example, when I used to see the page, I used to get into it. Okay, this is written in this page. So I turn the page. The next page, okay, this is, I think, no. The thing which I used to forget, those things only I used to write in 1 or 2 pages. That's all. That was my notes.
So that clarity can come after if we read
multiple
3-4 times.
revision.
Yes,
At
sir.
least 10 times, sir.
Sir,
At
with
least
whole
10 times.
the whole set of standard books, we have to need to have a same approach, like spectrum.
Everything. Because see, notes making is only handy when these are very short notes. Now, for example, if you have the notes which are of one book, around one classmate copy or something like this, then you will not able to revise also, and you have you will think that I should revise. So best thing is that highlight in the book, multiple time, revise the topic. When at the time of prelims, only make the notes of those things which you
I'm not able to remember it. That thing.
exactly.
And sir,
one more thing, sir. One more thing. Like for example, constitution. Why I am suggesting this polity and economics? These are very important topics. See, Omkar, you have talked about the mains. So I will suggest polity and economics. These are very important topic from the mains point of view. Either it is GS 1, 2, 3 or 4, even ethics also. So when sir is taking any editorial section, what you can do, for example, constitution is there, and for example there's a issue with the governor posting, or is, for example, now CBI. If you have gone through the lecture, the Rakesh Asthana has been he was from the Gujarat cadre, and when 3 days superannuation was left and he was transferred from the Gujarat cadre to Agmut cadre, and suddenly he was made out of the blue, he was made the commissioner of Delhi. So if you ask me, in all India services like in IAS and IPS, if you go through the rules, there's no concept of changing the cadre like this. Only the political executive bosses can do like this. So this is a mark, or you can say a black spot on this transfer posting. But okay, this is a political executive post, you can't say on it.
Sir,
But if you
sorry to interrupt, sir. Sir, one more doubt that previously you tell that you should just see the lecture of Learning Space and then combine it with the Vision IS, sir. Sir,
Exactly.
what I am doing from since past 6 months, I'm reading the Learning Space content and I'm jotting down the points, sir. I am following that approach, sir.
Okay, that's also fine. Why I was suggesting that combined at the last moment. For example, if you have gone through the lectures, so many flow charts, so many things you have gone through that time. But that time you might have thought that this is important, not important. Because when you do the second or third division, then you come to know whether this line is important or this paragraph is important. So
Yes,
after revising the Vision IS, if again you go through the PDF of Sir, then you will find something new in this. The same PDF will give something new. For example, if you revise the Spectrum or Lakshmikant, every time when you revise, you come across something new. In the same way, when you revise a search PDF after 1 month, then you will find something new line, something new paragraph. Some might sir might have used some flow chart. You can
comprehension will increase if
comprehension will increase. You can use that flowchart directly in your mains answer. I have used so many flowchart of Sir answer in my mains answer at mains this UPSC mains.
Sir, what I do is I watch the Learning Space content for the whole week, and in the weekend I make notes after two reading. That I think it's better, sir.
Okay, no issue. Just only what I mean to say that
Combined study.
Combined study, yes. Take two magazine at together side by side.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
So Omkar, one thing, 1 minute. So I was telling about this Rakesh Asthana sir, who is now Commissioner of Delhi. So for example, sir is taking the lecture. Okay. So sir's quality is that when he's taking the lecture, like this posting of Gujarat cadre to Agmut cadre, this is the constitutional post. Okay. But second thing is that ethically or unethically, this posting is unethically wrong. I mean to say that, don't quote anywhere, but this posting is unethically wrong. So when 100% I'm sure when sir will be taking this lecture, he will be covering this lecture from the political point of view as well as from the ethical point of view. So now what you have to do when you are reading the ethics also, or when you are reading the polity, so always remember the example of this. So when you are writing, for example, in the GS4, when you have to quote the example of ethical or moral or integrity, something like this, without mentioning the name, you can quote the example like this. I have read in the newspaper, there was some IPS officer, don't quote the name anywhere. That is, always remember this thing in the UPSC. I have read the senior IPS officer who was from the Gujarat cadre and his posting was inter-cadre transfer just 3 days before the superannuation to Agmut cadre was unethically wrong. If you write this also, then the UPSC who is going to check your answer copy, he will come to know that this candidate has the concept clarity of this. So what I mean to say that when sir is delivering the lecture, always listen the sir's lecture very thoroughly, because sir covered the things from the so many point of things. This you will not get in the Vision IS. What I mean to say that. So Vision IS will give you the the subject matter, but the concept clarity will get from this sir's lecture. So combine these two, and your current affair will be very much thorough.
Sir,
Okay.
my question is about how to prepare for a CSAT exam.
CSAT exam actually. See, CSAT is now basically for English and this maths. If you're good in maths, then don't worry about it. And if if you have issue with the maths, then what you can do, just I think Shrikant sir, you can tell much better for the CSAT.
Shrikant sir has taken so many lectures.
Yes, sir.
And they are available. I think that is enough. If an
That is
individual
much.
follows.
That is enough. Don't worry about the CSAT, because CSAT just only you have to clear the cutoff 33%. That's all. Don't worry about the CSAT. Hardly I have seen anybody have failed in CSAT. Means don't worry, Kunal. You can do it.
Thank you, sir.
Gautam, do you want to anything?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, I'm preparing for the examination, but I'm struggling in facing the current affairs and solving the questions of particularly some of the subjects like history. Because when I was solving the question, I completely read the NCRTs and some of the standard books for the modern history like Spectrum. But I was facing the struggle in solving the questions in the previous year question bank or some other questions in the particular apps or test series, particularly because my point of view, I facing the struggles like when I was solving the question, I can't able to. I doesn't have my mentality of reading these questions when I was doing this. When I was doing the studies, in particularly NCRTs, where then I was going searching for this questions which were studied in that NCRTs. I didn't find the particular words or particular names in that. Then I was struggling whether the questions are not asked from this. We are following the wrong approach, or then what are the good approach, or what are the good books we want to study to cover this particular important questions which are asked in the test series. This is the struggle which I was facing, sir. From the history point, this is the struggle was facing from history, majorly history, sir. But I was because I got clarified in polity. Because when we solve the test series in polity, from 25 questions I can to clear 20 to 22. But if 3 questions are wrong, I go and search the book from the questions from the Lakshmikant. I can find, oh, these are the questions which we studied not clearly. Oh, this is the wrong from our side. So we want to concentrate on this particular topic. But in spite of the history and geography, I was struggling. This is the not clarification I was getting for these subjects. By comparing these 3 subjects, I was struggling in this subject in this clarification, sir. How can I improve myself for writing this?
See, Gautam, very good question you have asked, because even I was struggling this thing. See, I was in Labasna. I met so many of my friends who are my batchmates in various services. Okay. So what the common thing when we used to sit and when we used to discuss how we are preparing and how when we were in your phase. So let me tell you very frankly one thing. Everybody, for example, let's take the ancient history. Everybody reads the NCRT only. Secondly, they read only just for example, I have read the Tamil Nadu class 11 and this Tamil Nadu class 11 book, and one more book I have read like Arihant, GS Manual. That's all. Similarly, other people have also read NCRT, Tamil Nadu, and some more reference like Vajiram notes or somewhere notes. That's all. Okay. So there's not a much big difference that what you know and what I know. Everybody is blank when the question is come out of the context. Nobody is in the position to attempt those questions. For example, if you see the 2018, I remember one question was of this modern India, and there was who wrote this book or some organization. For example, in the Spectrum, if you have gone through the last 3-4 pages, there are so many. Hindu Patrika was launched by this person. So there was one question, I don't know the question, but in the entire center, leave it the entire center, when we were in the Labasna and we were in the NPA, we were talking, nobody was aware of that question. So what I'm saying, those 15-20 questions, they will be the bouncer question. Leave those questions. Don't worry about it. See, what you have to do, just only focus on the basic books which everybody read. Like Ancient India, NCRT, Tamil Nadu, one reference book. Medieval India, NCRT, Tamil Nadu, again one reference book. Modern India, NCRT and Spectrum. And also in the learning space, I have I have taken the ancient lecture, and the modern lecture has been taken by one more faculty. So what you can see, you can also, for example, after reading these books, I'm not saying that just only go and watch the video. If you have issue in the clarity of understanding the topic, for example, if you're reading the Magad Empire or the Chera Chola Empire, for example, if you have issue from where the Cheras have come, from where the Cholas have come, how their empire has been shuttered down or how they have expanded their empire, for those clarity, what you can do, just only go to the topic. You can see that you have taken the subscription. You can go, you can see directly the video. When you get the concept clarity from that video, from PPT, again go and read from the textbook. Why I'm saying reading from the textbook is important, because when you read, then automatically you find something for example, you will get the more clarity out of it. I can teach you, you will get the concept, but when you will read by yourself, then you will have more confidence in your subject.
Okay, sir.
So don't worry about those questions which are out of the box. Every time you will get 15, 20. Even the history, I can put the history is very, very dynamic topic. Means you very, very vast. They can pick the one question from the library of entire India. What you can do? No, you can't do anything. So don't worry about it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, and I have only one doubt because my optional was PSIR. How I was struggling. What are the sources to study for the PSIR and is something coaching regarding that because I didn't get any guidance regarding the subject of PSIR. I was expecting to do that. And is there any? What are the sources of book or materials from the institute or some other places I want to get? What else I need to study for the subject of PSIR, sir?
See, my optional psychology, so I'm not aware about the PSI, but I can do. One of my batchmate, he is from this Bihar cadre. He was having the PSIR. I can talk to him. I can get the book list and everything, and I can share with the sir, and share can communicate to you. Sir.
Okay, so, but I was not a member of the learning space. That is the.
Okay, no issue. Then
talk to Mr. Sunil Kumar. You can talk
Mayank,
to
sir.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Sunil, I'll share to you, sir.
Please.
Yes,
madam, please.
Okay, sir. Okay, Mr. Mayank, sir.
Okay, sir.
Sir, are you
Okay,
talking
sir.
about Rishabh Mandal, sir?
Rishabh, Rishabh also.
2019.
Bilkul, exactly. He was my batchmate.
Yeah, he taught me.
Okay, nice. He's a very nice guy.
Yeah, he's from Patna.
Okay.
Okay, sir. I can get from them. That is on team staff members who called me and send me the link of this webinar session. I can call him and get the material from him. Thank you, sir. Thank you for this reference.
Okay, all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Anyone would like to add anything? Ask anything, sir? Because already.
Sir. Okay,
Please.
sir. Last question, sir. Okay, sir. Actually, to both of you, sir, Mayank sir and Rao sir, like I have this tough time managing the time while preparing for the examinations, like preparing all the subjects, like managing the time is where I find very difficult things. So how do you think one can manage his time while preparing for the entire syllabus?
Managing time, like
while preparing, like I'll refine my question. Like while preparing one subject, I am skipping another subject on that particular day, or sometimes I'm skipping that particular day's current affairs, or sometimes it's even lagging behind 2 or 3 days while preparing static subjects. Whether of course everyone says like you have to give 50% of importance to current affairs as well as static subject, but sometimes I used to lag. Me and my friends used to lag behind with certain information, both static subjects as well as current affairs subjects. Like how do you think?
See, I can tell you my exactly what I used to do. For example, I was a guy who used to wake up early in the morning. So I used to get up by around 4:30. Okay. So my optional psychology. So my mind was much more active in the morning, I think so. So morning I used to read my optional. So I fixed 3 hours for my optional. See why I'm saying the optional and the current affair. You should not skip. Okay, because these are because current affair is that subject. How much you will revise, the more you will revise, the more you will get the concept clarity, and the more you will get the clarity, the more you will have the confidence. So current affair is a very I think you should not skip. So my plan was that morning I used to get up, then 3 hours I used to give to my optional around 7:30 or 8. Then after 8 I used to take my breakfast or something. Then I used to take half-hour nap. I used to get up, then I used to see I used to read one GS. Like for example, I have set like this 3 hours, like 9 to 12. I will read history or polity, something I decide. So I give 3 hours to that subject. Then afternoon I took the lunch, and then again I used to take a nap or somewhat sleep a little bit. And then I again pick up the next subject. After that, in the evening, I used to take tea and take little rest or something. Then again I used to, by 6:30 or 7, I again took the current affair for the 3 hours. So what happened in whole day, I gave the optional 3 hours, 3 hours to current affairs, 3 hours for my one GS subject like any history or polity something, and another 3 hours for this another subject. So if you are starting, for example, this was my schedule for my like when I was in first attempt or second attempt. But after first attempt, second attempt, what happened actually? See, after first attempt, if you're serious, and in second attempt also, if you are very much serious, then what happened? you have the knowledge, you will have the knowledge. Means that time you have not to focus more on the reading. That time you have to focus on the refinement of your topics. Like for example, if you have read the spectrum, you have read the polity, you have read everything, then there's no point of reading any more subject. What you can do now, you can more focus on your answer writing, more focus on the concept clarity, more focus on the MCQs solved, and more focus on this like ethics or this essay writing. So in that when you feel that you have command over your subject, then you can go for the refinement process. But if you think that you have some issue with the subject, then I will suggest that you can divide your time and you can donate your time according to a subject like GS1 or GS2, GS3, something like this. So you have to utilize the time. And also there will be some days when you will not feeling to study, so that time you can watch the videos. For example, when I was not having when I was feeling that I am getting bored and I'm not getting to read anything, then I used to watch the learning space videos, and those videos help me, because that time also you are utilizing your time. So in that way you can also manage your time. So the important thing is that use the time effectively. That is the most important thing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mayank.
Any questions from anyone?
Sir.
And
Hello, sir.
please.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
Mayank sir, now I have started for UPSC. Like I have started to think of appearing for UPSC, but I am pursuing my master's. But I do not have any knowledge about the UPSC syllabus as I am from science background. So what you can suggest for us starters to how should I cope up with this UPSC preparation, and how should we know that from where we have to start, where we have to start gaining knowledge about the concept, terms, and etc.
Okay. See, UPSC, I have no doubt on the talent of India to clear the UPSC. But UPSC requires the consistency and it requires the sacrifice. Okay. So now if you are beginner, so first thing what you can do, you can start with the current affairs. If you are getting interest in the current affairs, if you are getting that you are getting more, means for example, when you read in the UPSC, now the most important thing is addiction. You should get addicted with the subject. If you're not getting addiction, if you're not getting the interest, then you will lose the charm or the interest, and you will get the feeling of boredness. And if you're feeling boring, then you can think that you are getting out of the game. So most important thing is the interest. So what you can do in the starting phase, you can start with the current affairs, or for example, you can watch in the current affairs also, what you can see in the Raj Sabha channel. For example, you are the subscription, you have subscribed the learning space or not? Yeah. Priyambada, you have?
Yes, sir, I have subscribed.
Then best thing what you can do is you can start with the editorial section of Sir. Okay. And also in the Raj Sabha channel, there are some big picture or something. You can start with these type of discussions. If you're getting the interest in this topic, then slowly after 1 month or 2 months, you will be, you can analyze yourself that you are in the field of UPSC or not. When you think that you are getting interest, like you can watch the lectures, and when you see the lectures, no, then don't think in this way that I have to see the lecture because I have to clear the UPSC. Just see the lecture from the knowledge point of view. For example, when I used to talk to GVR sir when I was in learning space, sir also used to say to me that don't think that you have to read for the reading. Just read for this knowledge or read for the interest also. So this will enhance your broad base. This will enhance your curiosity to know something new. Okay, you can start the current affairs. When you get interest in the current affairs, then you can start with like polity, Lakshmikant. Then you can start with the modern history spectrum. Then slowly you can increase your process. Right now, I think you should start with the current affairs, because current affairs is the most important thing for the UPSC.
Thank you, sir. Sir, but one thing, sir, except from current affairs, what we need, for the starting, what we need to read, in the NCERTs, we have to cover NCERTs from 6 to 12 of everything, or for specific subject we have to concentrate on different classes of NCERTs.
No. There's no need to cover the NCERT from 6 to 12, because that is what you can say. There were some big pundits in the UPSC. They used to say we have to read NCERT. Not at all. NCERT is important, like in history, class 11, 12. That's all. For geography, you have to start with class 8 to 12 all. and there's no requirement of NCERT in any other subject, what I feel, because I haven't read and I cleared the UPSC. So from my experience, I can say history and geography, these two are very, very important. When you complete your Lakshmikant polity, when you complete, I mean to say that when you have command over the Lakshmikant, then only you can just only to what you can say, to enhance your some vocab, or you to enhance your good writing skill. For the answer writing, I can say you can read the class 11 polity. That is also very good, but it should be read only after you have completed the Lakshmikant. That's all. And no need of reading the NCERT of class 6 to 12, nothing. You can directly start with these geography class 8 to 12 and this NCERT of history class 11 and 12. That's all. And for the history, what you can do, you can start with Tamil Nadu class 11. That is very, very clear, concise, and very simple. You can start with this.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So then what are the books we want to concentrate for economics?
Economics, sir, is sufficient. If you have subscription of Learning Space, then sir's lecture is more than enough. More than enough. That is sure. There's no need to read any book at all. I can say this.
Okay, so thank you.
Okay.
And let me add one point. After Mayank left, we have expanded with this connect the dots modules. There are number of connect the dots modules are produced. That is one step ahead of this editorials, because whatever we have taught in the editorials, we concised and we produced connect the dots. And not only that, we are going to discuss, because by taking one particular topic, once this prelims is over, our idea is, because we have got a lot of repository of resources. Suppose if somebody is talking about federalism, Learning Space has got probably one of the best resource, because it accumulated over 4 or 5 years. So now what we are planning is, once prelims is over, we take each and every topic, for several topics I am talking about, which have got current affairs relevance. Then we will discuss various possibilities of questions. That is going to throw a lot of light on the mains examination also. So after the Mayank's departure from Learning Space, we have in fact forefronted this towards mains examination also, right? That's what I would like to share.
Yes, sir.
Right, and shall we wind up or?
Sir, Mike,
yes,
sir. Hi.
Dilip, just it's already 1 hour 15 minutes. We have to wind up fast, and please go on. 5 minutes we would like to close it.
Sir, please give us 5 minutes only.
Okay, carry on.
Sir, many of the aspirants who have cleared UPSC and many of the aspirants perceiving also, they say that we have to do this many count of test series compulsorily before going to the exam, the main exam. What is this number game, sir? Is it a myth or a fact?
See, Dilip, do you watch cricket?
No, sir.
But you know how Rahul Dravid bat, or how Sachin Tendulkar bat, or MS Dhoni bat. Okay. So everybody has a unique strategy to play. So UPSC is also the same thing. Everybody is unique. You will be getting into the UPSC, but your strategy will be different from my strategy, and my strategy will be different from some other strategy. So don't go what the toppers are saying, or don't go with the myth or fact. Do what you believe that you are right or wrong. For example, what I never went for any MCQ test series. Let me be very frank. I have never joined any test series. Not at all. Even mains I joined only for my optional psychology. That's all. But for the prelims, I never joined, because I feel that you can go from the market, or you can download free from the now you can download free. You can do the practice. You can check yourself where you stand. If you are getting your answers right in the MCQs, then what the need of wasting money and go and join somewhere? For example, now if you have joined the Learning Space, you are getting so many of MCQs here only, then I think you don't need any other MCQs at all. For example, if you are getting MCQs on one topic, like if you take this Parliament, and if you are getting around 100 question of Parliament or 50 question of Parliament in Learning Space, then what else you will do? Just only then go with those MCQs and go with this topic and revise those topics. So don't go with the number game or nothing.
Sir, they have emphasized that you have to solve 6,000 MCQs before going to the prelims. They speak in this way, sir.
No, not at all. See, when I was starting my preparation, then there was a myth that we should study about 16 hours, 17 hours, and this and that. I never read 16 hours. Never. My thing was very sure that I used to read around 12 hours, 10 to 12 hours. That's all. But it should be the quality time. That's all. And See, now I got into it. So there's myth only. 6,000 MCQ. There's a number game. This is not important. See, what you can do, you should have the command over your subject. That's all. For example, this economy, I can say, I totally believed on the search lecture. I am very true, because economy search lecture was I found this was the most conceptual lecture I have ever read or listened. So in the economics, I have never found any I will not able to solve any MCQ or not able to write any mains answer, because I was having the conceptual clarity. And whenever I get any doubt, I used to go to sir and I clear the topic, and that's all. For example, there was one very term, sir, if you remember, sir, there was a term, sir, inverted duty structure. I still remember. Yes. Exactly. So I still remember. I was
way.
Very, very, very beautifully. And if you remember,
multiple times also.
Multiple that what Meenakshi I was to tell you. If you listen the lecture, sir repeats the term so many times that it get into your mind. Your mind. So when you write
a question.
Yes.
Sir, any suggestion for working professionals? Like, I used to have good command over all the subjects, but now I'm not able to even solve polity questions. And after my job hours, I'm only able to devote 5 hours, 5 or 5.5, 6 hours only.
So regarding polity only?
No, not polity, for the whole preparation.
Okay, so can you clarify your question once again, Meenakshi?
Like, I'm only able to devote 5 to 6 hours for preparation. And can you suggest me what should be the right approach for working professionals to prepare for you?
See, if you're working professional, then what you can do, if you get any office time, for example, if you get any little bit time, or if you get any journey time, if you're going to office and it take around half an hour, 40-45 minutes, then 1 minute, my battery, sir, I just put the charger.
Okay.
Sir, 1 second. Sir, I think my charger in different rooms in another room. So can we wind up, sir, in 5 to 10 minutes, sir?
5
Sir,
minutes.
could you please share your email ID?
You can take my email ID. And sir, we can arrange this session again, no, sir?
Yes. We can have one more session. Yes, maybe after 10-15 days we can have one more session. So thank you, Mayank, and whoever are participating. If you have some other questions, please, we will have second session with Mayank, and we are grateful that he himself proposed the second session. And
sir, actually, sir, why I said, because see, Meenakshi and all other aspirants, see where you are. I was also there, just only 2 years back. So I can feel your what emotions or what the
Sir,
journey
but you
or what
were preparing for 12 hours in a day, but I'm only able to maintain 5 hours. So try to understand my problem.
Okay.
Meenakshi,
job is also important for me.
There is some way out. We can think about it. In fact, second session Mayank will have shortly. We will try
15
to
days matters, sir. Like, I'm trying to arrange my preparation from last 1 month, but I'm not able to maintain consistency, and I'm not even able to retain whatever I did. Like, I'm literally getting frustrated. Like, what should I do now? Job is also important because it's a plan B for me.
See,
I've already devoted 2 years into preparation.
See, right now what you can do, just only revise the thing without any stress. Okay, because sometimes the stress factor also, like you are taking the pressure of clearing the UPSC. Don't take the pressure as such. Just only revise the thing. And secondly, what I will say, sir, do we have started any revision, current affair revision, like when I was
we are
there?
doing 100 modules. What my suggestion is, watch all those modules. I told you a number of times. Watch all those modules plus history, because history I'm not covering. So history plus polity static plus some biology. That's all. It will make you clear the prelims.
Then what you can do now, then while going to the office or coming to the office, journey time, you can see the videos. And when the PT 365 vision and IS Baba, insight, if it comes, then you can just only see the index and see some other topics are left. In this way, you can go with the prelims. And for the history and this geography, polity, what you can do, for example, make your timetable like this way. For example, still you have 45 days, no? So what you can do for
No,
1
sir,
week.
I'm not targeting this year. I'm targeting for next 2022.
Then you have
No
ample
problem. We
time.
can discuss
No
we can
problem.
discuss in the next session.
No issues. 6 hours is more than sufficient. If you're giving the quality time, then it is more than sufficient. No issue at all.
Meenakshi,
We-
I will advise you personally because we can have one-to-one discussion someday because you're very much anxious to get through and
Sir,
somehow
because
you
I
are-
used to have good commands over all the subjects. I was getting good marks on test series also, but since last 1 month, I'm not even able to get 50 marks.
No, don't worry. It happens. No, don't worry.
So
We can.
So Meenakshi, we will have discussion, and next time also you can participate. Within 15 days, we will have one more session. And last question, one more, Harshita Krishna. Would you like to ask anything? Fast?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I was thinking the time is running out. So let me keep it precise, sir.
Because
Like,
Harshita, one thing, because my battery is draining, na, so be little faster.
yes, sir. I'm keeping it
Please share
very
your
much
email ID, sir.
precise.
My mail ID, Mayank. So you can note it down, Mayank.
Yes, sir.
You can write Mayank.Chaudhary.
Sir, MAYAN. Okay.
MAYANK dot CHAU DHARY
DHARY.
At the rate
Gmail.com.
No, at the rate ips.gov.in.
Right, Harshita, fast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Like, sir, I've finished my first reading of all the modules from Learning Space. I've started it in February, and I've almost completed. I'll be completing it by the month end. So, what is the best approach for the remaining 6 to 7 months I have? Should I start with optional, or should I concentrate on mains, or should I go with revision, sir?
6 to 7 months for what?
This time or next time?
So 2022, sir.
22.
Okay. Then you can do one thing. Start with the optional right now. Okay, because
Okay.
optional will take time. Optional at least before what I mean to say that if you have optional prelims next year in let's suppose
June.
June,
June
sir.
already announced.
Okay, sir, June. So till March, do your optional to the best, because after this April, May, you have to focus more on the prelims. So till March, focus more on the optional and focus more on the mains. Because see, if you are focusing mains here right now, then after prelims, these 3 months, no, these are very, very less time to focus more on the mains, because that time you have to focus more on the essay writing, answer writing, then ethics, then revision. There are so many things you have to do. So right now, till March, focus more on the mains as well as your optional.
Yes,
Then
sir.
after
Thank
March,
you very much.
you can
Yes,
shift
sir.
to prelims.
So my
Yes,
suggestion
sir.
is those who are preparing, please follow editorials, then connect the dots. Then third thing, after the prelims, we are going to start with the 360-degree view directly. This type of interaction only we would like to have on several topics. So you do join at that time also, so that you will have comprehensive view about various things.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks a lot, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank
you
very
so much, sir.
So we will have second.
Sir,
Thank you,
even-
sir.
So I can feel the pulse, sir, of all my friends, sir.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
And
Yes,
we
sir.
will meet within two weeks or so, one more session, right?
Sir,
Because
okay,
the
okay,
days nearby, they may come up with many more questions.
Sir, sure, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Right.
good night to all. All
Thank
the
you.
best.
Night to one and all.